This for us, padded, a lot of situational football, a lot of physicality, very important practice in camp, and everybody handled it exceptionally well. Very pleased with where we're at. This is an important week for us. We have one more big day. Tomorrow will be in Shells, but it'll also be a camp practice. Try to continue to improve. We think this is the improvement week. This is the opportunity week in camp to really build the base under your football team. I feel like the guys did that. So happy with that. What questions you have?
Yesterday with Michael Phelps, how did he do with the talk? We listened to a little bit of it.
Well, the two talks, and you probably would be online, I would think, here, if not already. But Michael and Ray, it's amazing. I was looking around at the faces of the players. And if I had a mirror, I think my face would have been the same. Just listening to these two guys. I mean, we had two arguably the greatest ever. I would say the greatest ever to do what they do in history. That's pretty rare. And they're standing right next to each other on the same field. And like Rasheen Ali said to me, he said, yeah. He said, and Lamar Jackson, and Derrick Henry, and Roquan Smith, he named it off right in that group, and it kind of opens your eyes a little bit. And then the words that they shared with the guys are just, were just so spot on. It's all the things that our guys they know, they believe in, and to hear them reinforced and put in such terms, like in terms that the guys are very vulnerable about, and kind of talk about their goals a little bit. It was once in a lifetime.
Coach, in terms of the event itself that went on afterwards, was that a team bonding thing? And I think a lot of people take it for granted that everyone knows how to swim.
Yeah. It ended up being a team bonding thing. It really wasn't a planned team bonding thing. I have found over the years, Jerry, that the planned team bonding things don't really work. They're not really real. The best team bonding things are the things that you just kind of find yourself doing together. Spending time together, having fun, having a meal, whatever it might be. And I guess swimming, jumping off the high dive and doing cannonballs. And I didn't think there was too many cannonballs off the high dive. Most of the guys were going like that, trying to survive that one. But I was pretty impressed with guys getting up there in that high board. From what I saw in video. I wasn't there in person. I saw the video of Travis Jones learning how to swim. I thought that was really cool. So, it's good. And now guys, if they don't know how to swim, now they're more confident. They can maybe instill that confidence in their kids for going forward. It's a neat thing. Yeah, credit Michael for doing it.
No dives made you hold your breath, though, some of those dives?
I didn't see enough. Well,
I
I got the injury report afterwards. Everybody was healthy, so
John, you talked about going over situations. We actually saw you practice a free kick end of half situation. Just how many guys do you have to even explain that exists? Because, that's pretty obscure, back of the rule book.
It really is, and we did. We explained it to him in the spring. We explained it to him again now. Daniel Stern does a great job. He showed a couple clips that's happened. The Chargers happened for them last year. We showed that one. I was always very jealous of Jim because I always figured as a special teams guy I would get that first, and he gets it first. It's like I think the guys have done a good job of situational football.
Let me ask you about a situational football question, because I think that all these special situations you can't possibly practice them all. I'm wondering, how do you prepare your players, or how do you expect them to be prepared in terms of on-field game management decisions that come up naturally?
Well, it's a great question, and it really is a challenge, but we do try to practice them all. We try to review them all. We try to show tape of them all so you can see like TV copy, and they see it in real time, see how it plays out in real time, and get an understanding of how it comes about. We also practiced the hurry-up field goal. We call it the bonsai field goal today because it came up in practice at the end, so we went ahead and practiced it with the third offense. And, I don't think it's probably going to come up, but it could. Now they've been through it. So you try to get it all practiced as much as you can, and then when it comes up during the course of the season, with other teams, you always show it to them and review it with them and try to remind them.
Let's follow up real specific on that. Like times where you don't score, where a player has to make that judgment. Maybe a few years ago, Chicago game, Mooney scored the touchdown. He knelt inside the 10. They win that football game 98% of the time. But how about that sort of situation?
We worked it. We've worked it already a couple times this year. We say get down at the 5. And the reason we say get down at the 5 is because if you carry past the 5, the momentum may bring you in, and we've seen that happen in history, right? So that's an alert. And those are the way we do it is they're one word or the phrases or terms that tell the guys in the huddle in real time. We'll say like alert bonsai, alert get down clock, alert get down timeout, whatever it might be, to remind the guys that should hopefully put the whole picture in their head about what they're supposed to do.
John,
we
you
saw
called
Travis
this.
Jones kind of dominating some of those pass rush drills at the very end. What have you seen from him in terms of taking a step into the season compared to last year?
Well, I'm excited about him. I think he's ready to roll. He's had a great couple years of preparation. You know, he tweaked his ankle last year, the high ankle. He played through it, did a great job. And for him to play on that severe of a high ankle sprain and play the way he did was incredible. So now he's healthy, and stays healthy. But he's had a great game.
John, you called this week improvement week and opportunity week going into the second preseason game. What have you seen through camp from your receiving core along those lines? Taking steps, getting better, those sort of things.
Such a great question. Yeah, the little things. For instance, the deep balls. In terms of we try to hold a line vertically away from the sideline to create room for the quarterback and try to stack the corner. I've seen them do that better this week. You saw a couple of those plays out here today. Depth of route running, spacing against zone coverage, things like that are starting to get pretty sharp. And you wonder why all of a sudden the passing game maybe looks better and better, and then you see it's the details of the route running a lot of times.
John, we're going to be talking to Cooper Rush in a little bit. What have you kind of seen from him?
Yeah, Cooper Rush, he's a professional. He's a pro, operates the offense well, makes great decisions, handles the protections, gets the ball out on time, accurate passer. I think he's a winning quarterback. You see that every day in practice. It's pretty hard to stack quarterbacks up next to Lamar Jackson, and when we do that, we always make those comparisons. But the important thing for Cooper is to be Cooper, and do the things that he does so well, and win games for you playing that way. And I think he's had a really good camp.
John, do you think it'll be another quarter or so for him against Dallas?
We've kind of got a plan for that, but I'd rather wait till the game, before I commit to that and just kind of see how it plays out. But we do have a plan for that, and I would think he'll get more throws and more reps than he had the last game for sure.
For this game, you kind of thought by today you might make a decision as far as Lamar, Derek, a lot of the players that did not play in that first preseason game, will they also not play in the second?
Right. Our plan is the same guys that didn't play at all in the last game will not play in this game.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.